Listen, right? This whole Fabulous freestyle that Fabulous just dropped, um, the little battle they got going on with 50, with 50 Cent, Jim Jones, um, Main No, Fabulous, Davies. Davies, he kind of been um, chilling. You know what I'm saying? He I don't think he really said too much, but I know Jim Jones and Fabulous, you know what I mean, did a freestyle. Um, Damn, I can't even remember the beat that Fabulous went on, but Fabulous always been a top lyricist far as whenever he puts out music or whenever he put out an album, he always, you know what I mean, he always done put out a full body of work. Now, the only thing with Fab is that Fab doesn't have a whole lot of music all like that. You know what I mean? Jim Jones actually has more music than him. But, you know, Fabulous has always been relevant and been doing very well outside of music, outside of rapping. You know what I mean? He has a lot of other business going on outside of rap. But far as him being one of the top, I guess you would say, like MCs, he's definitely always been up there. You know, I would just like to see maybe more music. The only reason why I'm saying maybe is because at this point in time, I don't think he'll be quick to, you know what I mean, drop music like that. He never really have. I think Fabulous only have about 5 albums. I want to say maybe about 5, 6 albums. And then the mixtapes he has, those is like albums as well. But far as like studio albums and it went to the masses, you know what I'm saying? I think he only has about 5, but he always been a dope MC. I think a lot of people forget how good Fabulous could rap. His rapping ability never been in questionable. It's never been questionable. You know what I'm saying? But he's a real artist. Like Fab always been a real artist. I think just for the younger generation, maybe probably didn't know that because it's so many younger artists and music come out so fast now. Like you could put out a song today, they be playing it today and tomorrow, and come by Monday or Tuesday, they on to the next song. So I think just how fast people consume music, a lot of people tend to forget. Even a lot of older generation, but for the younger generation, a lot of people don't really know how good of a rapper Fabulous is. Bars from bars, metaphors, punchlines, double entendres, all of that. He always been that type of artist. You know, and he been nice from the beginning. To see the difference between him and Jim Jones, and the only reason why I'm saying Jim Jones because, you know, they got their podcast and everything going, is Jim started off, some would say, a very whack rapper because he didn't start off trying to rap. And throughout the years, Jim Jones has gotten better and better and better as far as production, the things he talk about, will rap about, and so forth and so forth. But with Fab, he always been like that. Like, niggas need to go check out them old DJ Clue mixtapes and when it was Desert Storm and you know what I mean? But he probably been one of the most, I would say lyrical. Honestly, I would say Fab has always been, you know, one of the most lyrical artists from New York, let alone Brooklyn, New York. And it seemed like a lot of the rappers from Brooklyn had straight bars, you know what I'm saying, as far as lyrics, punchlines, and everything, you know. But I just think a lot of people forget how good of a rapper he really is. I just wish that he had more music, more so like a Jim Jones that we could go off of. You know what I mean? I think the last, like, even mixtape Fab put out, it's been some years. So he's definitely not consumed with music. Of course, he gonna do it from time to time because that's what he does. You know, but he's never been an artist that you're like, well, nah, he need to step it up, or he need to rap better, or he need to sound better. I think his whole flow and delivery is better than a lot of other artists. You know what I mean? It just, like I said, he just don't have a lot of body of work to compare him with a lot of other MCs. You know what I'm saying? Could Fab do a versus? I doubt it, because anybody that would probably go against him or they would match him up with probably will have more music than him, and it will have to be somebody that we all know. So that's the really the only downside to Fabolous, that he don't have a lot of music. But far as freestyles and doing verses, and then that's another thing, he's not even one of them artists that have a lot of features, because there's some artists that say, like, for instance, like and they way too different artists, but say like somebody that just came out the gate and just got to go, and say like a Rio the Young OG, where he had a few albums, but he got more features and verses than albums. You know what I'm saying? I think Rio got more verses than he actually got albums, meaning like he got more features with people on other artists' songs than he got albums. So with Fab, is like he definitely got the music, but it's just not a whole lot of music we have from Fabolous. But he always been somebody that, you know, if you probably put him in a booth or with any artist, that it's gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely gonna give you 110%. But I think just a lot of people, far as the younger generation, maybe didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of younger generation don't even know who certain artists even is, unless they just still just heavy, you know what I'm saying, heavy with putting out music and stuff like that, like a Jim Jones. Jim Jones is somebody that's still relevant because he puts himself out there. Like Fabolous, until they was doing this podcast, you didn't really see too much of Fabolous like that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear, Fab really has always been under the radar. So by him doing this podcast, it kind of breathed new life into him. You know what I mean? But he always done had something going on outside of the music, though. You know, when it comes to him being a real artist at heart, but I have nothing bad to say about Fabolous, other than I just wish that we had more music from Fabulous. I think if we had more music from Fabulous, then it really wouldn't be nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because we see Jim Jones did dropped a freestyle as well. Nobody's really talking about or have brung that up because Jim is somebody Jim just put out an album like 2 months ago. Then in the beginning of the year, he dropped on the church at the church steps. So, he's been relevant ever since he's been rapping. But like, share, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone.